Anna was born, I'm going to say, in September 30th, 1926.
September 30th, 1926. Okay.
Margaret was born March 23rd. Yeah, I said Anna was born in what, 26?
Yeah.
27? Maybe it was 27.
27.
I'm not sure.
And you had 6 siblings, right? Including
Yeah,
everybody?
well, if I was born in 35, 25, she was born in 1926.
1926.
Margaret was born 18 months later.
Okay.
Margaret was born in 28. March 23rd of 1928.
1928.
Joe was born March 20th, 1930.
Wow.
Then I had a
It's
sister,
amazing you
Helen.
remember all those dates.
Huh?
It's amazing that you can remember all those dates. I mean, that's a lot to remember.
Well,
I don't even
I'm very
remember
fortunate to still have my mind.
Yeah, it's amazing because
I do forget sometimes.
Yeah, I forget Kristen's birthday every year, so don't worry about it.
December 21st.
Yeah. You know it better than me. I need to remember her birthday. I need to make sure I remember.
Yeah, Kristen's birthday I can remember. Then I had a sister, Helen, that was born on January 9th.
Okay.
And now this is where I'm forgetting. One of my grandchildren was born on January 9th.
Jonathan.
And I can't remember which.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. I'm glad he's not sitting there. He would hit me over the head.
I know Jonathan's birthday, and I don't even remember my sister's, so there you go.
There we go.
No, because I was going through, because I had a sister that was born on January 9th. But I never knew her because she died before I was born. She died in March, and Steve and I were born in September.
Wow.
But she was born in January 9th, 1933.
Grandma, what's your favorite memory of all 4 kids? What's your
Of my siblings?
No, of your kids.
My 4 children?
Yeah, what's your most memorable moment of all of them together?
I would have to do a lot of thinking about that.
Just one happy.
I mean, there's
one happy memory. What's one happy memory of all of them?
I would say that the fact that they were all born healthy.
Yeah.
Because, anything can go wrong. Well, I guess I was fortunate that I had all sections.
Oh, they're all
Because they
All
were,
sections, all 4. Wow, that's
yeah. Well,
That's
Yeah.
they said when I first got pregnant, the doctor told me that there was a very strong possibility that I would not be able to deliver.
okay.
I would not be able to deliver any baby that weighed more than 5 pounds
Wow.
because I was about this wide. I weighed 98 pounds.
Wow. I wonder, yeah, because my mom had the two sections.
Well, some people, my sister Margaret had to have section.
Wow.
My mother had, only 5 lived, but my mother had 6 children.
All section?
Nope. No, they do not advise having more than 3 sections.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right, because you had twins and then, 3.
Kathy and then Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, the twins were supposed to be born normally. And but the day that they were born,
This was the 50s too, right? So
January 23rd, 1959. I can remember it so well. I had a doctor's appointment that day.
Okay.
And I lived in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. I say, this is Phillipsburg.
Uh-huh.
And here was the Delaware River, and that was Easton, Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
And my doctor was in Easton. And the water was probably,
How long till babies start getting
I'm
like
going
the
to
baby teeth and
say,
everything?
I don't know when this
and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not going to be too far off.
6 months?
The river under the bridge was probably
Yeah.
this much from the floor to here under the bridge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Flooded?
Because it was, and big
Oh, yeah.
hunks of ice was coming
Wow.
down.
Not on purpose.
And in 1955, that bridge went right down the river.
Oh, wow.
Ended up probably in the
Would you
Atlantic
ever pump
Ocean.
it? Like,
Ugh.
Because the Delaware does empty.
Into the Atlantic
Yeah.
Ocean.
And
trade off.
I just woke up that morning and I had a doctor's appointment and I really felt, I didn't have any pain, I just felt lousy.
Yeah.
So I walked into the doctor's office, waddling, because my stomach stuck out so far you could balance a 10-inch dinner plate on it. For the back, I didn't look pregnant, but the side view was huge.
Yes, I can imagine.
And I walk in the doctor's office and I just plop in the chair like this and they says, "What's wrong?" I said, "I don't feel good." They came over and then they got this. "I know why you don't feel good." And I said, "Well, what's wrong with me that I don't feel good?" "You're in labor."
Oh, gosh.
"I am."
Who's the oldest?
"David,"
David.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't say Rick.
by 1 minute.
1 minute. He said, "I'm coming out first."
Well, they were section.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
If they had been normal,
yeah.
if they had been born normally, it would have been Rick.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Weren't
By
they
one-
born? They were born on two
Not
different
really
days,
young.
weren't they, or something?
No,
Okay. I
no,
heard-
they were section babies. They were only born a minute apart.
Okay,
But
it
she
wasn't.
was born an hour apart.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, you were born. Why were you born an hour apart? Because that's just how. It
I
worked.
don't know.
It's weird.
I went in my, for the first to 12th grade in school, there was another set of twins in my class, and I kept in touch with one of them. I think we kind of sort of
Yeah.
lost
Ooh,
contact.
yeah.
I don't know if I still send her a Christmas card or not. I might, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my Christmas list. But there were two sets of twins. They were born 12 hours apart.
Oh wow.
That's
That's a
and
lot.
I wasn't born in a hospital at that time. You didn't have babies in a hospital unless you had to have a section.
A section.
3, 2, 1.
No, but the day that the twins were born, as I said, that's how far up the river was
Wow.
from the bridge crossing over into Easton.
So I felt a little bit of that.
And I said, well, and I said to the nurse when I was there, and she said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I don't feel good." And she comes over and she puts her hands here, and she puts her hands on my stomach. She said, "You're in labor."
Did you know you had twins at that point?
Oh, I knew I was having twins because, in fact, twins always come early. They were 5 days late.
Oh,
I
wow.
think my due date was January 19th or 18th or something like that, and they were born on the 23rd.
Was Grandpa Fred there for the whole thing, or?
Yeah. Well, he took me
Oh, that's good.
and
Come on,
left,
that's a bar.
and he was there, and he was going to take me back home. And they said, "You're not going anywhere. You're going straight to the hospital." And I said, "Why?" They said, "You're in labor." I said, "Is that why I don't feel good?" I said, from the way my sister talked.
Really? Oh yeah.
Like you drove me to the hospital, and then they're or
No.
to my doctor's appointment, and then they're like, "Oh, you're
My
actually-
oldest sister said, "Oh, you're going to have such terrible labor pains. You're going to scream your head off." I said that I just didn't feel good. I really didn't. I mean, I felt, one twin was up here, one twin was here, and here it was flat. I was so misshapen, and my stomach stuck out so far you could balance a 10-inch dinner plate on it. But from the back, I didn't look pregnant. And they took me to the hospital, and they said, and I got to the hospital, and they come out with a wheelchair, and I said, I don't need a wheelchair. They, in the wheelchair. You're in labor. And I said, I am? They said, yes, you're in labor. I said, but I don't have pain. I just don't feel good. But a little bit later on, the pains came.
Where were you? Were you still living?
And I was there from 10 o'clock in the morning, and they decided around 4 o'clock in the afternoon that was no way that I could deliver them normally, because they were both coming at the same time, feet first.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess they were, Rick, if they had been born normally, I think Rick would have been first and David second. But because they were section babies, David was first and Rick was 7. And Rick was born with his knees were very bruised. David was kicking him.
Oh, God.
Wow.
But it was funny because, they were only like 4 ounces apart. But totally, they weighed 14 pounds, 15 ounces. That's a lot of babies.
Basically 15 pounds. That's good.
And they were beautiful.
Was that fun?
They were alabaster white.
Oh, yeah.
We used to say if you put them up against the wall, they opened their eyes, that's all you would see is the blue eyes. Because they're very, very fair.
Do you have any?
Well, you're very fair.
Do you have any favorite memories of when the 4 of them were kids?
Oh, with them?
Yeah, with all 4.
All 4 of them?
Yeah, just as a kids, when they were kids, when you were raising them. Do you remember anything? Do you have any favorite memories or anything?
Playing together.
I'd have to think about it. I know,
Vacation.
well, when the twins, to me, I used to just stand at the crib and look at them.
Yeah.
I just could not believe they were mine. They were extremely white, very fair. And when they would open their eyes were that beautiful blue. Like, that beautiful blue eyes. Well, all 4 of them. Your mom had beautiful blue eyes, but your mom's eyes turned a little bit. And Jeff has nice eyes. Well, you do too.
Oh, thank you.
We don't know if your eyes are the Pratt blue or the Uncle blue
We don't.
or the Raina
The
blue.
world may never know.
Yeah.
Because my father's family are all blue-eyed.
Really?
My father had amber eyes, but his brothers all had blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
Oh, I bet you like Christmas time if like people have all those.
How about
like,
my mom? Do you have a favorite
laser
memory of my
ones
mom?
sometimes?
Any fond memories of my mom growing up? Or how was
Halloween
she?
Stuff too.
She was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
When I would take her, I would take them for a walk. We lived in Newark, New Jersey, the 9th floor of a 15-floor apartment building. And I would have, and the twins were very good. I would have one twin, hold on to that, and you hold on to that, and do not let go. Okay, Mommy. And I'd have your mother in the stroller, and we would walk down to the park, and then walk back, and they were very good.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your mother was a little pistol.
Yeah. She was.
One memory that I have of her, and I don't know if I should tell you.
It's okay.
She was a little, as I said, she was a little pistol. She would never tell you, when she got an absolutely beautiful baby. She was. She had, she still does have gorgeous skin. And the big blue eyes. And her head was just a mass of white curls. And she's a happy baby. She'd hold on to, like on a crib, hold on to it here, and she'd be jumping up and down and making noise, not crying, just making noise. I'm awake, come get me, I'm hungry. And I forget, I'm trying to think of what it was that she did, which was so funny. Oh, when she pooped her pants, she'd pull her diaper off and she'd stick her hands. And when I would go in, she'd have poop on her face,
that's so
and
gross.
her hair, and poop all over her clothes. And it was like, ew.
She's crazy.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
She was a little pistol. She still is. But she was a good baby. She was the biggest.
Besides the poop, but
Most, I think you and how much did you weigh?
9 pounds, 9 ounces.
Whoa.
She was
you're all-
9.
yeah, we're-
Really
She was
big.
9'2". I think you have her by some ounces,
Wow,
almost
she-
a pound.
Nellie was only 8'14".
Huh?
Nellie was 8 pounds 14 ounces. So almost 9.
Well, the twins weighed a total of 15
Yeah.
pounds.
My mom said
Well,
that you could
14
just walk
pounds,
up to the
15
window and
ounces.
go,
One
"Oh,
was
there he
7,
is."
9.5. One was 7, 5.5.
Okay.
Your mom was 9'3",
I
and
also
Jeff
didn't
was
wanna come out.
7'11".
I stayed
Jeff
in
was
for like an
7'11".
extra 9 days.
Wow. There's a lot of good memories for sure.
That's supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah.
New Year's, baby.
Well, those.
And then
Well, to me, those things you remember.
Yeah, no, sure.
And
My brother said it like,
they were all absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, no.
It was Tuesday when I told
You know,
her.
your
My
mom
dad was trying to
looked like
shove
she
her
was
off
3
the
months old.
Born. Yeah, so did she when she was born. Nellie, yeah,
And she was a big girl.
That's what I was trying to do.
that's what
Jeff
finally got me
weighed
out.
7'11",
Shoveling
which
all the
was
snow.
pretty good size.
7'11".
And the twins, well, as I said, Rick was the smallest, 7, 5.5,
Okay.
and David was 7, 9.5. And I think for twins,
Oh,
14 pounds, 15 ounces
Right here.
is a lot of baby to carry around.
Yeah.
And it was all in the front.
He was a humper.
Yeah, no, it's.
was my head?
My stretch marks had stretch marks.
Oh no.
Not a lot though.
Oh,
Oh, it did.
Not
My,
like that, 'cause
I-
some of them have like a
my
total
skin was
suction,
stretched
like
so
they're
far.
trying
I thought
to- Yeah.
it was just great.
So you didn't have that.
That'd be crazy.
yeah. Wow.
Did you get an epidural?
Oh, it's
But they,
fun.
you
I
know,
love-
and the twins were absolutely beautiful.
I
Oh,
was.
she's playing with you.
What was growing up in Phillipsburg like?
I was a few centimeters.
Why wouldn't they give it
I
to you?
had a
Because
very
they're
good
like,
childhood.
Yeah, it was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to the Catholic school in the same building for 12
Did you
years.
get it?
Okay.
The front of the building was the grammar school, the back of the building was the high school.
Okay.
They had football, they had basketball, they had baseball.
Were you? Did you participate in any activities?
I was a cheerleader.
Oh no way! That's awesome.
I was a rah-rah girl.
You're the cheer. That's way cool. I didn't know that. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
I was a rah-rah girl.
For all the years or the all.
I was, in my sophomore year, I was a, what they refer to as a junior cheerleader. And then when I was a junior and a senior, I was a senior, you know.
The varsity or the
varsity.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then what did you do after you graduated from high school?
I worked at a place, well, when I was in high school, when I turned 16, there was a grocery store that was one of the first supermarkets.
Walmart or something?
Yeah,
or-
one of the first supermarkets, because it wasn't until the 1950s, the early 50s, when supermarkets, real supermarkets, where you took the cart and started throwing things in, you used to go and you would say what you wanted and they would go
Okay.
get it, and they would have these big long poles with a little thingy on top that would,
Oh my God.
you wanted something, they'd reach up and they would bring
Oh,
it
wow,
down,
that's
you would
cool.
go. But the first
Did you always
supermarket
just
was
clean
where,
that?
right across the street
Okay.
from where I worked, or from where I went to school. And they called the
Oh, I
school
thought you would have.
and said that, you know, did they have
Oh, okay.
somebody
Yeah.
in the business
Yeah,
end,
that's gotta be
taking the
big.
business courses, that they could send over after schools
But
and
they're
work like
so
after school, a few hours after school, and Saturdays. So they sent me over and I got the job.
What year was this? Was
When I was a junior in high school,
okay, so this was like 52.
52.
52. Okay. Wow, that's cool. What was life like in the 50s?
Yeah.
Pretty
And
crazy.
I went over there and I worked with them until after I graduated from high school.
Oh.
Then I got a job at a place called Alpha Portland Cement, which was in Easton, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And it was right in the middle of Easton. But I don't know, I don't know if you remember some of the old towns.
I
At
only
that
remember
time when
Phillipsburg.
all the bigger towns and cities or whatever would have, right in the center of town, they would have a circle.
Yeah. I don't know. Like a
And it
rotary?
was on 3rd Street. It was Front Street, well, it was the Delaware River. Phillipsburg was like over here, the Delaware River. And then this would be Northampton Street, Front Street, 2nd, 3rd, 4th Street. And 4th Street went down like this, and it went down like here. And there was a big Alpha Portland Cement building here, and I worked there
Worked there? Wow.
until I got married and got pregnant. And I was supposed to go back after I had my baby. But because I had twins,
Yeah.
there
there's
was no way I
to
could
go
do
back.
that. I mean, my mom was extremely good. She came down, we lived in Phillipsburg, but she would come down every morning. If your grandfather didn't go up to get her by a certain time, she was walking.
She was, yeah.
And one of my close friends, his mother, was a nurse, and she called my mom and said that, I'm a nurse, and I would be very happy to go down and help Shirley with the boys. And my mother said, no, you're not. And she says, well, I'm a nurse. I can be helpful. My mom said, they're my grandchildren, and nobody's going to touch them but me.
Oh gosh. What about did Grandpa Fred's parents help out at all?
Oh yeah, my children's father.
Yes.
He did. Well, he had to, but he always made sure. Well, we used to take turns. One night I would get up during the night and feed them, and the next night was his turn. And it always seemed when it was his turn, they got up at the same time, because the ruling was, you get that good night's sleep, and I'll take care of it. But I would be up all night, put one down and be asleep for about a half hour and go the other. Whenever it was his turn, within 5 minutes, the other twin, he'd wake the other twin up.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
He was a shyster through and through.
Yeah. Grandpa
Yeah.
Fred.
But I think you would have liked him.
Yeah. Maybe
He
not,
was a very sociable person.
maybe without all of the drinking and
Without the booze, he was a very good person.
yeah.
With the booze, he wasn't.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
But Jeff, out of all the children, Jeff has my features, but he's built just like his father.
You think so? Yeah.
Because, at first, but he and I could have passed us. Everybody whenever we had family functions, everybody always used to think that he and I were the twins, and Steve and his wife were the twins.
Oh my gosh.
Because Steve was the dark eyes, the dark hair, the dark skin. Sis, the dark eyes, the dark hair, and she was lighter skinned.
Yeah.
Your grandfather and I had the same coloring, almost the same color eyes, except he was big and broady and I was small and skinny.
Grandpa Fred. Yeah. How did you guys even meet? Wasn't it a blind date or something?
On a blind date that I didn't want to go on because I was up to here with blind dates from Lafayette.
Oh, yeah, he was a college
He went to
guy.
Lafayette College. He graduated from Lafayette.
Lafayette. That's in Pennsylvania, right?
And most of them were a bunch of losers. Little did I realize he was one too. Eventually he became one.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever happened to Uncle Lumber? Wasn't that?
Huh?
Whatever happened to Uncle Lumber?
Yeah.
Uncle Lumber a lumber company. I think it went under.
Yeah.
Where was
Your
it in?
grandfather, your great grandfather, uncle, was a very good person. Very nice man.
What is it in Pennsylvania, Uncle Lumber?
No, it was in Madison, New Jersey. Right outside of, oh God. I'm trying to think of the place. Moorestown? But it was like in Metro New York, New Jersey area. Madison, New Jersey.
Wow.
A very nice place. But he was born and raised in the Germantown section of Philadelphia. And I met him, well, as I said, I was in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, which was, say, maybe over there, and then the Delaware River, and this was Eastern Pennsylvania, and you'd come up the thing, and you'd go down here and up the hill, and that was Lafayette College. And in the office that I worked in the Alpha building, overlooked Lafayette College, and he was in the Chi Phi fraternity. And what he would do, he would call me. And he said, look out your window. And I would look out the window. And his fraternity was like right there. But you look up. But it's only in the wintertime that you could see it, because in the summertime the trees covered everything. And your grandfather and his fraternity brothers would be on the roof going like this, waving to me. But we used to have a lot of fun. But I basically grew up in a college town atmosphere, because there was Lafayette and Easton. There was Churchman's Business College in Easton. There was Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Lafayette was a good engineering school, so was Lehigh. Lehigh was a better engineering school. There was Muhlenberg in there, and then there were several colleges in Allentown. So I grew up in sort of like a college town. And most all the girls, every Saturday night was frat night. All party, party, party.
You're great. My parents can't even get her to calm down. So.
You'd go from one fraternity to the next. And I think it was the tall Deltas were the ones that must have had an awful lot of money, because most of them would have like a jukebox, or they would have some sort of, of recordings that they would play. The Tall Delta and the Jewish fraternity always had live bands.
Oh, wow.
Live bands every Saturday night, they'd have parties. So I can honestly say that, when I was a teenager, before I got married, I had a lot of fun.
That's good. No, that's awesome.
Traveled with, with the crowd that were pretty much the same as me. Saturday night was fraternity night. We always knew somebody that would invite us to.
You always do somebody.
Wait,
She said no.
I heard you always do somebody.
No, but we always, it was always a
Grandma.
friend. Somebody would be one and say, well, she said, I'm not going to your fraternity party unless I can bring my girlfriends with me. Do you know any guys that need dates? So we'd all go together.
There you go. Now, did you go to church every? Did you go to church every week? Did you go to church every week?
Yes, I do.
And even when you're little, growing up too?
Yeah, I always went to church.
Weren't you Byzantine Catholic?
Huh?
Byzantine Catholic?
My father was Byzantine Catholic. I was raised in the Roman Catholic Church.
Oh, okay.
My mother was Roman Catholic.
Okay.
My mother was baptized in the Roman Catholic Church.
And your father Byzantine, right?
Yeah, Byzantine. Mainly because he was born in Austria-Hungary.
Yeah.
The part of Austria-Hungary which became Czechoslovakia, which is now Slovakia.
Gotcha. Cool.
And my father looked very Austrian.
Yeah. And you had just one brother?
No,
One brother? Any other siblings?
Yeah, she had 6.
6 siblings.
I have to let me go see if I can put my hearing aids in.
Okay.
Okay.
Because without my hearing aids, this air is really bad.